Hello and welcome to Bosch Power Tools. Today here we have with us the new tool from Bosch, and this is a cordless impact driver, or it can call as cordless impact drill. This is GSB 183. As you can see, it comes in a sturdy box, so pretty good to take it to all kinds of workplaces that we have. It's got a lock mechanism, which means you can lock it up when you're not using it, and your tool stays safe. What do we read here? Okay, first and foremost, this is BeConnected, which means you can always take this QR scan from here, and then you can always log on to the BeConnected portal. Onto this side, yes, we see some technical specs of the tool. GSB 183 Li, yes, it's mentioned. It always works on an 18-volt platform, so that's 18V over here. And what are the components that's inside the box? So we have two batteries. Each battery would be 2 ampere hour each, and then we have one charger. And what's it talking about the tool? So this is going to deliver 56 Newton meter hard torque and 21 Newton meter soft torque. And it's got a variable speed that's mentioned here, and the head length, the total head length is 207 mm. It's one of the smallest in the category. And then of course it's got a tool status indicator. Tool status indicator, we will learn more about it as we are working with the tool. Let's unbox GSB 183 Li and see what's there inside. So we'll just open this. There we go. First, the warranty card, the user manual for the tool, and the user manual for the charger. So first we pick out the tool. So that's the tool. Then comes the charger. 2 batteries, 1. And there's another one. So that's the total array of things that you get from this box. So we know what's coming up from the box. So we have a tool, a bat tool, a charger, and of course 2 batteries. What you can see distinctively in the charger is it's an AMPShare. You see the logo of AMPShare, and so is the batteries here. So both of them have AMPShare logos on this. AMPShare is a platform where the Bosch batteries are compatible with the other tools wherever AMPShare is there. And there are more than 30 brands across the globe which are partnered with Bosch for the AMPShare project. So it's a great thing to have Bosch batteries interchangeable with other tools as well, right? Yeah, so let's try to charge the battery now. So what we need to do is plug this in and then put it up for charge. Yeah, it's blinking, so it means it's getting charged. So meanwhile, we'll try to work with this tool. So there we go. It's ready. Yeah. So what you see distinctively out here is this, that the LED light comes on when we trigger this on. That's great. And what else? Yes, you can see distinctively here. So it's 18 volt and 2 ampere hour battery, lithium-ion, of course. So very simple, you need to press this to slide it out, and to slide it in, press it, click, that's it, ready to go. So chuck looks very sturdy, and this is a metallic chuck. You can just observe the sound. You see, that's a metallic chuck. So that's what makes the difference about the tool. So it's more sturdy, you can do more robust operations, and this chuck will stay strong, right? So we'll run the tool and see how it works. So here we go, we press the trigger. So we are seeing that as we press the trigger more and more, so the RPM keeps increasing, and you loosen the trigger, the RPM keeps drop. So it's a variable speed of the tool that is there. And the switch that you find here is for forward and reverse, which means you can do a screw driving application with that. Over here what you find, there are two speeds, that means the speed 1 and then speed 2, so which means you have a gear change mechanism internally, which means you can do higher diameter of hole sawing and other things with ease. The most important thing comes over here. So we have 3 modes which we can change. So the first mode that you find here is just what is called as an impact mode. So this is to be used when you're trying to drill in a brick wall or a masonry wall. So there is a hammer signal here, which means it is a very clear indication that this needs to be used on masonry and brick wall only. The second one, as we tilt, this one is for simple drilling, and this simple drilling is on wood and metal only, and maybe plastic at times. So that's the mode 2. And the third mode that we get here is a screwdriver. You can see a screwdriver screw sign being put. So this is only for screw driving, which means for working on, let's say, wood, or maybe screw driving into a sheet metal. So these are the 3 signs that you have. After that, you have a numbering here starting from 1, goes right up to 15, and then beyond to 20. So this is the torque setting that we get when we are trying to do screw driving. Okay, so you can torque set anything and then do it accordingly. So generally we start with, let's say, 5 or 10 and see how, if the material is hard, then we need to increase it to the higher torque. Otherwise, somewhere between 10 to 15 is a good torque to work on regularly. So we'll learn more about the LED feature that's available in the tool right now. So it's switched off, I trigger it on. You see, just with a touch, the LED has come on. It stays on for quite some time, and then it will get into off mode. So let's see how long it takes. Yeah, that's about 5 to 6 seconds after the trigger is gone. So we press here and then leave it, it's on, and then it goes off. So there's one more great function that's added to the LED. So this is called as tool status feedback indicator. What does it say? So when the LED blinks 3 times during operation, okay, I'm repeating again, when the LED blinks 3 times during operation, which means that the battery is low. This needs to go for a recharge. So let's unplug it, take it out from here, and then put it for charge. Okay, and meanwhile, all ready to go, right? But it's kept as a downtime, it's not in use, and then also the LED blinks 3 times. When not in use, and the LED is blinking 3 times, means something is not okay with the tool. The tool needs to visit the service center. So let's talk about the technical features of the product. Okay, so first and foremost, this is a metallic chuck, and this is a 13 mm metallic chuck, otherwise called as a half-inch chuck in the market language. Second, what's most important is this works on the 18V. So where is the 18V? All right, so that's 18 here, and there's also GSB 183, which means 18 stands for 18 volt platform, or the 18 volt category. The head length, right? So when we talk about the head length, it is from this point to this point. So this is the head length, and this is 207 mm. So that's the total head length of the tool. So one of the finest and the smallest head lengths in the category that we have, right? And we spoke about the speed. Of course, there are 2 gears here, gear 1 and gear 2. So in gear 1, it operates at the speed of 0 to 440 RPM, and gear 2, it goes right up to 1650 RPM. So that's the 2 variable speeds that you have. So the advantages of 2 variable speed is you can also do higher diameter of hole saws onto a, let's say, sheet metal, or you can do it on a wood or a plywood sheet. So that's the advantage of having a 2-speed mechanism here. Coming to the torque. So the hard torque that the tool delivers is 56 Newton meter, okay, and the soft torque is 21 Newton meter. So depending on the base material, the hard torque or soft torque will come into play. So when coming into basic drilling in, let's say, masonry, metal and wood, so the higher diameters that it can operate is like this. So for wood, it can go up to 35 mm. So that's the maximum diameter it can operate in wood. In metal, it's 10 mm. Also in masonry, it is 10 mm that we can, drill bits can be used for drilling, right? So when it comes to screwdriving, the tool can take the maximum diameter, let's say, of screws like this is 10 mm. So that's the diameter of the screws. So 10 mm screws is the maximum diameter it can drill. Of course, you need to fix a screwdriver drill bit like this. It goes into it, and then you can start doing the screwdriving. Let's try to understand more about the battery. So all the Bosch batteries are enabled with ECP, which means electronic cell protection. So what does ECP do? ECP protects the whole battery from overloading, from deep discharge, and overheating. So because of these features in all the cells, the battery gets longer time. Both in this battery as well as this or any other batteries of Bosch are always enabled with ECP feature. So here we have GSB 183 Li. So, and I've got a 10 mm masonry drill bit, and there's a masonry wall. So let's drill into this. And the setting is already on the impact mode setting. So let's try to drill in wood and see. So I have here a wood drill bit to drill 10 mm into the wood. So that's the diameter of the drill bit that I have. So let's drill now. So it's time to drill into metal. So we have a sheet metal out here. I've put a metal drill bit. Let's drill and see how it works. We see an array of GSB tools with us. So starting from GSB 180, GSB 183, and then GSB 185. Makes it slightly confusing as to why so many series right along on the GSB itself. So let's try to understand the difference between each of them and how they are positioned. So let's try to take the difference between GSB 180 and GSB 183. So when you look at GSB 180, the primary difference between both of them is the chuck, right? So this is a plastic chuck. You can listen to the sound. This is plastic and this is a metallic chuck. Okay, so this is a metallic chuck and this is a plastic chuck, right? So that's the major difference between both of them. The second difference that we come to know is, as you trigger this on, the light will come and then it will go away. All right, so that's the thing. But in GSB 183, so the light stays on even after you have disconnected the trigger. It stays on for a few seconds, which means you can still complete some work and then exit the job, and now it will go turn off, right? So these are the two major differences between GSB 180 and GSB 183. Let's try to see the difference between GSB 183 and GSB 185. Okay, both of them look similar, but there is a lot of difference. So first thing is the head length. So this is 207 mm. So that's the head length of 183, and 185 is the smaller one, and this is 177 mm. So that's the head length of 185. The second most distinctive thing is, now here you will see in 185 this is brushless. So this is a brushless motor, okay, and here it is a brushed motor, which means this requires carbon brush. So these are the two major differences between GSB 183 and GSB 185. All of them work on 18-volt platform, which means the batteries are interchangeable. If you have one of the older models of Bosch where it has got 18-volt battery, no problem, the same battery could be put onto these machines as well. So let's try it out. So I'll unplug from 180 and then plug it into 183. It works. And then I'm unplugging into 185. Yes, it works. So they're absolutely interchangeable. Yes, there it goes, and they're here as well. So it's absolutely interchangeable.